6 signs that shows a man is living with STI. What are those signs that shows if a man, or how do you know if a man has an existing sexually transmitted infection? What do we mean by STI? It means sexually transmitted infection or sexually transmitted diseases. It is a group of diseases that affect a man who engage in a sexual intercourse. So that is why it is classified as sexually transmitted. So it is only through sex that such infection can be passed on to from one person to another. So what are those signs that you can now see that such man, or this man you want to have sexual intercourse with, or if you are a man and you are having this sign, you should know that it is a sign of sexually transmitted infection. Okay, if you're just joining us for the very first time, you're welcome to my channel, Ask Malik channel. You ask related channel where you ask about your reproductive health and other overall health questions, and answer will be given to you. Do well by subscribing to my channel. Click on the subscribe button down there. It's free and easy. Just click on the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, so you'll be the first person to be notified when next we have our video or we drop our video. So today we are talking about the signs, the 6 major signs you will see in a man, or if you are a man watching me, when you start noticing these 6 signs, you should run to the hospital because it is a sign of a dangerous infection. So what are those signs? The number 1 sign you will see in a man living with an STI before you have sex with him is that such man will have rashes or sore over his genitals. There are sore formation, there are rashes. You find it around their pubis. You find it around his scrotum. If you check his scrotum, under his scrotum, if you raise it up, the balls, you see patches, you see markers, you see papules all over the scrotum, or the tip of the shaft of the penis. We see the shaft of the penis, you see rashes on the shaft of the penis. Then you still come to the tip of the penis, you are still going to see rashes. So this is a sign. When you notice this sign, that is one of the danger signs of an STI. Then this takes us to the second one, which is unusual penile discharge. Yes, if a man is living with an STI, or if you as a man you have an STI, you are going to have an unusual discharge. And what particular group of STI does this usually occur? Infection like gonorrhea is most common. If a man should live or is living with an STI, they can also have an unusual discharge from their penis. From their urethra, they have discharge. Even when they want to urinate, the color of their urine changes due to this discharge. The discharge can be brown, it can be yellow, it can be pus-like. So if you are noticing these discharges coming from your penis, it is a sign of an STI. So you need to get yourself treated, or you as a woman, you need to stop having sex with those men. So that is a sign. Then this takes us to the third one, which is painful urination, the one we call dysuria. If a man is living with an STI, or if a man have an existing sexually transmitted infection, he come up with painful urination. He is never comfortable while he's urinating. So if such man have sexual intercourse with you, there's every high tendency they pass this infection into you sexually. So if a man is having pains during urination, when they urinate, they have a lot of pains, it is a sign of sexually transmitted infection. Then this takes us to the 4th one before we get to the 6th, which is fever or flu-like symptoms. If a man is living with an STI, any of the sexually transmitted infection, it comes up with flu-like symptoms. What are those flu-like symptoms? What does it look like? They come up with fever, they can have cold, They can become chills. They feel sweat. They are always sweating all the time. So if you are the type of man that you have an existing sexually transmitted infection like that of the chlamydia or gonorrhea, you can have these flu-like symptoms. Then the number 5 signs that you will also see in a man living with an STI is pain during sexual intercourse. It is not just other disease condition that can make you to have pains while having sex, but when you have an infection, when you have a sexually transmitted infection, you come up with pains while urinating. When you urinate and when you have sex, you come up with pains. So in this scenario, if you are the type of man that anytime you have sex, you are always discomfortable, you are not comfortable having sex because of that pains. Pains come up with ejaculation. Before you ejaculate into your woman, you have a lot of pains. That could be a sign of an STI. You will need to get yourself treated because it is not normal for you to have pain during sexual intercourse. So if pain should come, it is a sign of an existing STI. Last but not the least, sign you will see in a man with an STI is itching and burning sensation over the genital area, over his pubis, especially men who come up with a herpes infection caused by the herpes simplex virus. They come up with rashes, they come up with itching, burning sensation all over their pubis. They look like pupils, they look like macules. So if you're the type of man that you're having rashes, this kind of rash is not a normal body rashes. It is forming that even when you press it, it brings out pus-like. That could be a herpes infection. That could be a genital herpes. So you will also have to get yourself treated for a sexually transmitted infection, as that is one of the signs of an STI. So in summary, what are those signs that we talked about? Starting from the first one, you come up with unusual discharges from your penis, you come up with painful urination, you come up with painful sexual intercourse with your partner. Then fourth, you come up with itching and burning sensation all over your genitals. Then you come up with rashes and sore all over your genitals as well. And last but not the least, you come up with fever or flu-like symptoms. So these are just the signs. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Subscribe, click the subscribe button, and you will be the next person or the first person to get notified next time we drop our video. Like, comment, and share our video to every man that needs to watch this video. Till we meet again in our next video, here's another video of ours YouTube is suggesting for you to watch next. Click on the video and I will meet you there.